Hello everyone, I'm in the kitchen today and I'm going to do one of my favourite things, which is baking. Part of the reason I enjoy baking so much is because I can share it with people, and that just gives me a lot of pleasure, especially if they like what I've baked as well. Anyway, today we're going to do something quite simple. It's something that you can have as a snack, either hot or cold, and I like it very much, and so do the rest of my family. It's called a cheese and bacon puff. And I've made one earlier so that I can show you what you're aiming for it to look like and how tasty it is. All right. So we don't need many ingredients. We just need a little bit of flour, a small amount of milk, some cheese, some bacon, it can be smoked or unsmoked, and some puff pastry. Okay. So I'll move those out of the way a minute so I can show you the equipment we need as well, which isn't much, so it's all good. Right, we need a rolling pin, maybe a pair of scissors to open your packets, a pastry brush, and a knife to cut the shape. Okay, so I've cleaned down my work surface and I've washed my hands, so I'm now going to put some flour onto the work surface, not too much. Just enough to stop your pastry sticking. Now, this is a packet of pastry that I've already used, but I've cut it into quarters to make it slightly easier to roll out. So I'm just going to roll this pastry in a bit of flour. When it's all covered, I'm going to start to roll out the pastry. Okay, move it around so that you keep it the right shape. It needs to come out as a square. But we need to make sure that all the pastry is about the same depth, otherwise you get some cooking before others. And as you can see, it puffs up quite a bit, so it can be rolled out quite thin, sticking a little bit. I'm going to turn it over, stop it sticking. And I've got a rather funny shaped square myself, so that's where the knife comes in handy. I'm going to cut it into more of a square shape. I can use those bits on the next one. Just push them all together and they'll make another one. Put that over there for later. Okay, so we've got the square shape. All right. The first thing we're going to put on that is our piece of bacon. You might need to cut your bacon, you might not. This is just the right shape. And I'm laying it diagonally across my pastry. Just going to need to wash my hands because I've touched raw meat. I've got a nice bowl of soapy water here so that it was ready for me, and a towel. So the next thing we're going to cut and put on top is the cheese. If you want to, if you like onion or you like tomato and you don't like bacon or whatever, you can put your own things on here. You know, most things will cook fairly quickly in the oven at the heat we're putting it in at. And it's all very tasty. You just make what you choose, really, and what you like. So I'm going to sprinkle those last bits of cheese on there. You can grate your cheese on. Makes the cheese go a little bit further, so if you're short on cheese, that's always handy. And I'm just going to spread a little bit of milk on the two triangles either side of the bacon. And then I'm going to pull the triangle up, push it down over the top. Push it down quite a bit so it will stay. And the same with the other side. Push that down on top as well. And then just to finish off, so you get a nice sort of brown sheen to the top of the pastry, I'm going to cover it in milk. And then you'll need to take a baking sheet with some baking parchment on it. Stops the baking sheet getting messy and also means that the puff doesn't stick. And then just place your puff on there. Okay, and then you can make several others and cook them all at the same time. You need the oven at gas mark 8 or 9, and that is electric fan oven about 200 and an ordinary electric oven about 220. And they take about 10 minutes. Just, you'll know when they're cooked because the cheese will have melted and the pastry will look brown. And then it's just up to you to enjoy it. I'm going to have some for my dinner, I think. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed that. And all that I've got to do is do the tidying up. Okay, see you again sometime. Bye.